is representing Mauritius in the United Kingdom at the moment, because it seems that in Mauritius things are so bad that nobody wants to listen. There's a big problem about democracy in the country. The democracy that we are talking about basically since 1968, from the time of the independence, the situation has become from bad to worse. There hasn't been any amelioration into the system. The political parties are being sponsored by the big boys, and also what is happening is that those big boys expect a lot of returns for their investment. So obviously there's only few families that have been ruling the country, and that is not democracy. And when we belong to the Cotonou Convention, we find that we are not in line. And now what also is happening is that the previous government, under the regime of Navin Chandra Ramgoolam, basically what happened is that there is so much allegation about the mismanagement of funds and the amount of riches that he has basically obtained for himself through various devious ways. And what confidence do we have for example, from the Britishers' point of view, what confidence do we have that if Diego Garcia was given its back to Mauritius, are we able to manage Diego Garcia? Are we able to look after it? And are we prepared to meet a situation where even Navin Chandra Ramgoolam could have sold Diego Garcia to other parties, and that would have been a threat, a big threat to the population and to the international population in terms of safety and security. The government of Mauritius has failed because they have instigated, they have put forward the biometric identity card. Now the biometric identity card means a violation of human rights, as treating all the people of Mauritius, the whole nation, as potential criminals, and this is unacceptable. We cannot accept to be treated like criminals, and we want freedom of expression, we want real democracy, and we want a situation where people can live in peace and without dictatorial regimes. This is what we are trying to say in England, because although we have in our country, in Mauritius, we have a minister for good governance, let alone coming to solve any problems. You write him letters and he never even replies. So what kind of democracy are we talking about? Since 1968, a bunch of families have been continuously ruling the country, and only now we find that the amount of money that the big boys have been given to for election, the election have not been fair. The small parties have not had a fair election, so there cannot be existing in a democracy. I urge the government of England as well to think before releasing Diego Garcia as well, just in case it lands in the wrong hands and Diego Garcia cannot be managed, and that is a big problem. Now, what I'm saying in conclusion is that people of the national community in Mauritius are under threat from a big boys type of identity card. The identity card in Mauritius is taking fingerprints of people. It is contactless, and it has microchip of which we don't know what data they are going to collect. And it contains fingerprints of each and every individual. Basically, this is not acceptable because it treats human of Mauritius very badly in our own country. This is not acceptable. We also find that in the biometric ID card there is also an RFID, which is a tracker device. Why do we want a tracker device on a card? All we want in a national identity card is that we want our face to be recognized with the naked eyes without having to to seek any other form of machinery or anything that can hack into the system. Don't forget that if a biometric ID card has been hacked, you are hacked for life, and that is a fact. And all sorts of cards, electronic cards, have been hacked already. What is not so easy to hack into a biometric ID card of someone? And if that's happened, anybody who has a biometric ID card will be hacked for life and even after death. That is a big problem and is a big threat. There are other countries of the same kind of dictatorial principles are interested with that sort of card. Any other country that is democratic will not want such a card. This is why we are saying to the public, we are saying internationally that the biometric ID card is a big danger and it cannot be accepted in a democratic country. I thank you all very much for your understanding and for being here present to be listening to what we have had to say. Thank you all. My fingerprint should be in my pocket. It shouldn't be in a database. My fingerprint cannot be taken and distributed. I cannot allow my fingerprint to be hacked. If my fingerprint is hacked, I'm going to be hacked for life. That is a serious danger, and it is incredible. We cannot accept dictator leaders to function in this kind of way. It is impossible to live in a democratic country where we are part of the Cotonou Convention.